But New York Comic Con, day 3. I'm here with Mr. Geof Darrow. I'm exhausted. Go easy on me today, sir.
His dogs are barking.
My dogs is barking. I hear them from here.
And they're pedigreed.
They are pedigreed.
They're all chihuahuas. Yikes. Those annoying little dogs.
Chihuahuas. That's my...
Nice. There
Thank
we
you.
go.
Thank you.
We'll be here all week.
Yeah. Thanks for humoring me. Tip your waitress.
Yes.
Sir, you have a...
Waitress has nice tips. Oh, ladies.
Oh, my God. Thanks for talking, sir. No. You have a new book, a new old book through Dark Horse. Yes. You're returning the Shaolin Cowboy.
Yes.
Is it 3 issues?
4.
4 issues running. Talk a little bit about, I mean, you never really put him to bed. He's been doing spot illos, and you've been doing it in Dark Horse Presents.
Those are all convention drawings that I did.
Hilarious. Well, you're doubling your time.
Well, I did them, and, you know, they're not like commissions. I like to do drawings that I can, because I don't like to draw at conventions, and so I draw. And when a lot of them, I can draw whatever I want out of continuity. I don't have to worry about anything. And so then Mike asked me to do some drawings, and I was like, hey, I already got some. And so that's what those are.
So talk a little bit about the new series that's launching. It's a couple weeks away, right? The first issue, or
came out on Wednesday. Ouch!
Ouch!
Ow! Oh, my arm! Oh. I'm gonna need Tommy John and Jimmy John's actually.
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John. I think Jimmy John. Never mind. Yes.
So with the return of the series, what can we expect? What are we gonna see?
Action.
Action. Dinosaurs.
No dinosaurs.
Crabs?
No, not directly.
Okay.
There's one on the cover, though. There is a crab on the cover, but there may be a crab in the future if you read between the lines, because the thing is so story-driven. if it's story-driven, the vehicle is one of those Razor scooters. That's how much story there.
Is it a motorized or is it a kick scooter?
Oh, it's a kick one, man. It's a kick scooter. Everyone told me, you gotta try that kick scooter thing. Make some money.
You should take your comics to kick scooter.
Yeah, man, raise money to buy a car. Forget about the Kickstarter trying to do a comic. Get people, you know, I'm gonna buy a new car. I'm on kick scooter, and you can get your friends to give money, and eventually you can work your way up to a Lexus.
Donors can ride shotgun?
Yeah, you'll say, well, you know, you can have all sorts of deals where, you know, like if you donate $1,000, I'll take you to your bar mitzvah, or, you know, I'll take you on my
pick up your
summer
groceries.
vacation. Yeah, something like that. A week's worth. I watch someone's going to do it.
Yeah, you should do. I mean, I hope you hop on it.
And I hope it'll be sponsored by ChristianMingle.com.
Oh. Or Farmers Only. Have you seen that?
The Farmers Only. It's like I bet Farmers Only did a really slick commercial for Farmers Only. And they're like, no, they're not gonna like that. We gotta make it look kind of cheap, because they always show like an out of focus like farm girl walking and kicking, you know,
like
horse shit in the background, and then you got the other guy like, hey, we're gonna be plowing the North 40, and he goes, I'm not gonna be plowing the North 40, but I'm gonna be plowing the girl I met on Farm or whatever it is.
I'm surprised that it's not even like a John K style farm girl. Like
it's like this, you know. I used to live out there. And man, I never see girls like that. There's like, well, I'm sure there are some, but there's like 2 great myths. That's the incredibly beautiful farm girl and the nun that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I went to Catholic school. There's no such thing as a, you know, like the nun takes off the habit and the hair cascades out.
She wears a bikini underneath.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, right. No. She's gonna become a nun.
No.
Anyway.
Do you remember the tagline for Farmers Only? Did you see that?
No.
City folk just don't understand.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. City folk don't understand. The only thing it's missing is like someone like loading a gun as they're talking about it. You know,
like packing rock salt
and wearing a T-shirt that says, you know, impeach Obama, and another one that says Hillary Clinton's a bitch. It's like the
city folk don't understand.
No, you know, they don't understand anything. You know, I had one out here trying to fix my tractor. They didn't know what to do. They might make them, but they don't know how to put them back together.
So is the book monthly?
It is for 4 issues.
4 issues.
But that's pretty good. But they're not going. They're coming out one right after the other. I mean, you almost have to. Not that there's not that much story to remember, but.
So when you sit down to flesh out the series, is it just like, what is your process? Do you thumbnail first? Do you go straight to the page?
Yeah. No, I thumbnail, but yeah. Yeah, because I mean, you want to get the story sequence down. I mean, otherwise, I mean, yeah.
I just didn't know if at this point you were just like, yeah.
No, I've never
you have it in you.
done that. No, I mean, I think that's actually one of the hardest parts is doing the
just pacing it out and everything.
Yeah, I don't know that I do that much pacing, but I mean, it's no. But I do the, you know, like a little storyboard so that I, you know, just not quite as much as when you see it, you'll understand. It's like, I keep saying it's like about 15 minutes of time.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's probably stretching it. Because once it gets underway, it goes pretty fast.
Just action.
But it has a sort of ending, yes.
Okay.
A shocking ending.
A shocking ending.
Yeah, he gets a call. He's finally been accepted on Farmers.
Yeah. He's been accepted to Farmers Only, and then he pulls off a mask. It's Stanley.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Pushing up his dentures.
Yeah. Oh. Smells like Kirby.
Face front, true farmers.
Cause shitty folk don't understand.
I met my wife on Christian
ChristianFarmersMingle.only.
There's another one. I think it's. I may be wrong. I'm serious, but I think it's one for Jewish Americans. It's called Jingle. I think.
Yeah.
Jingle.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
There's definitely one called J-Date. That's
Jingle isn't bad.
In Our Time.
Yeah.
What's
Our Time?
It's for the older folks.
Oh, Jesus. We only got a little time left.
That's for me, Stanley.
But I think speed dating was made for them because they got much time, you know. We got to
hustle. We got to hustle.
Don't forget the Vaseline.
Oh, my God.
Last time it was like sandpaper, baby. Ouch, I ain't got much left anyway. Yeah. I think of my nether regions as a defoliant.
Honey, your time is limited.
I was 9 inches going in. I'm down to 7.
I'm a nub coming out.
Yes.
It's a good thing there's not much left.
This is yes. What little sperm there is left is like, I ain't going out there, man.
There's no sperm.
I'll scrape myself on the walls. Ouch! Ow! Ow! I lost my tail going in.
We're just floating heads.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to end it there, sir?
Yeah. Except I want to say, please buy my comic book, so we can do more interviews like this.
If this conversation hasn't sold everybody watching.
Yeah. Well, there's one of the. Since we're talking about commercials, the other one that gets me is, do you ever watch? Everyone's wake up early morning and they'll have things like, I don't know, like Duck Dynasty or Backwoods Law or Wild Justice or, you know, I don't know, the guys that hunt down animals or, you know, Dog the Bounty Hunter. And the sponsors are always like health beauty products for women.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you know, is that the demographic they're going
It's
after?
like Dog the Bounty Hunter, sponsored by Oil of Olay.
Yeah. I don't quite understand everything. We've done a study, and the ladies love their dog.
They love dynasties of duck.
Yeah.
Very serious.
Anyway, yes. That was the most fun I've had. Generally, I had a guy come over here the other day. I want to do an interview with you. I said, okay. And he sits down and he goes, I'm a big fan. This, I mean, everybody has run through. I had this guy, a big fan. I said, okay. He goes, so what are you, an artist or a writer? And I said, guess what? You just blew it. Because it's over. He goes, oh, he goes, no, man, come on.
We're done now.
And he goes, well, I said, well, you know, do a little homework and you'll, you know, that's what you got. If you're going to do this, he goes, well, I go, think of it as a little bit of a life lesson. He goes, well, not much of one. And he got up and stumbled off.
And then he shuffled away.
Yeah. And that man was Steve Jobs' son. Damn it. Another blown Kickstarter opportunity.
Well, thanks for not crucifying me for the Wednesday thing.
Well, that's fine.
It happens.
You know what it was? This guy literally, I was like, I think it's like a form letter. I was get those form letters from people. I'm a big fan of your, with a little blank there, and was wondering if you could send me an original because I'm missing blank arms and legs.
I think you're a great Circle One artist, writer, both.
Yeah. Or all of the above.
All of the above.
Or none of the above.
Or Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's face front.
Face front, true believers. Excelsior.
I remember when Spidey. Remember when he used to do those introductions of those cartoons?
Yeah.
Jesus.
They were something.
Yes, I wish they just released those.
Were they still called Stan Soapbox?
No, these were like on the.
Yeah, but like I didn't know if they carried that name
was like,
over.
I think it was like Hulk and Friends. It was a cartoon show, and he would introduce like, this week Hulk is really in for some problems because
he gets really angry,
and Spidey doesn't know what to do.
Tune in, true believers. From New York Comic Con 2013, I'm Mike. This is Geof Darrow. Goodbye.
Adios. Au revoir. Udajini.
I missed those first events. Can I do it again?
No, it's gone. Well, you know what they say.
I always remember what I was at Marvel Animation, and at the time, Stan was. He was always sitting out there like an atrium, and he was out there on a lounge chair, and he had one of those mirrors you see in the cartoons, and he's like out there tanning. He had a stack of scripts, but he'd be in there. And one time I was there, and Carmen Infantino was working there at the same time. They used to be like the rivals, and they were talking, and Carmen Infantino says to Stan, "Hey Stan," he goes, "why do you take credit for everything?" And Stan, without missing a beat, goes, "Well, somebody's got to." But it was funny. I mean, I thought, yeah. That's why they pay him the big bucks.
Yeah, one for him.
Yep.
So New York.
I remember when I was at another party and Stan Lee's there, and he's with Jim Shooter, and Shooter standing next to him, and here comes Jack Kirby, and Stan goes, "Jim, I'd like you to meet Jack Kirby." And Jim's, "I know who he is."
I'm Jim Shooter. Have you ever heard that interview, like on Kirby's 70th birthday? He's doing some live radio interview, and they say, "We have a special surprise guest on the line. It's Mr. Stan Lee." And then shit gets real awkward, real fast.
I remember him talking about when he was on the Hulk show with Ferrigno. There's one thing where they got a police sketch artist, and they're trying to describe the Hulk, and it's Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
And he's drawn it, and he told me that, he said they asked, Lou Ferrigno asked me, "Do you want me to kill Stan Lee for you?" And he goes, "No," he goes, "I don't have anything against Stan. He says, but I want credit for what I did."
Yeah.
And which is, he wasn't looking for any money at that, I think he should get money, but at that point he was just, but he said, "There's no way I'm going to say I didn't create those characters because I did." And I think he did too. I think Stan will, but Stan gets all the credit. So.
He said that in that interview too. Stan was like, "Well, you drew the pictures and I did the words," and Jack goes, "Stan, we both did."